Abusuafo ha say Solid TV Ghana. Message subscribe. Ne follow this account. Ne did the base won komo eche unua. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the base. Na abusuafo yi. And na on the 12th of March 2026. Na metwa na me so NPP so omo ye online registration. Aja ba omianko form na de digital bae. Ana the base enso ye online registration. And timenko omo portal na mko so far they were register dodo. Now NPP our structures from the polling station to the national. So far we register 184,000 and over. The base ebaye wonyanya abosom nakra enso register 349,000. Hey abujanfo the base nya the base you. Base no anyaja akunya atno. Base no anyanya hini o. Hey, Nadia pa na beto NPP. Amanyoku a uba abamu 2000, efri abamu 2009. Esaba 2017. Esako 2025. You are struggling to even register 20,000 people. You are struggling 184,000. When at the base, a year around 349,000. Hey, the base me new apostle timi beje forms 1,000 adiachi no a feeling na sa beje extra one. So mesraw di the base won komo ene the base nante so the base won daye dwene the base ho na kai say with the base no with jobs eh assured na ya no dey egu people are not registering omo kofa online but na minim say sa video we amaye the general secretary, the treasurer, the first vice, the second vice, the woman organizer, the youth organizer, any organizer o mekwa akunyane samafo echina e do ma ba begusu and to say and NPP numbers no e kwa anima na o makwa akọ bloated figures no anya rare numbers because as at 12 March 2026 the base are registered 349,000 and NPP are registered 184,000. Ebre and Krabia and a bachelor year 2028. Madam, now must see you at the base.
Ye ne ye crash, let's say you go school crowd. Ono so ne another problem as o man ye wo. And the make a doctor. Ye the papa no. Me a PhD candidate me ye. And me ban and I say, but right now no. Say ye sense of discipline. Na yes, I ebu and paying for politics. We agree to disagree. Uno be enye adwena enye didi atemu. Doctor, you are born a braye. I'm a key point. Me bebre. Ebia we aspire to be like him one day. Enti ebia mene shia akonya mene shia akonya keke. Na ebia mene nya adwena no nche se ebia me mama no enti anu ti doctor. In as much say sister fear ebo abaso no. Ye ne so ebi no ebo abaso. Because
the end of can say, oh, sure, more post school, and lawyer questions sending me with I branch away minimum political science, so I join no moody at them. You know, people who are educated. Uncle be the attempt and corner Cobetiano, no, you know, so I join no moody at them, and it's very sad. But dog, my member, good evening, Aquababu.
Good evening.
And you don't know when your press conference, I'm okay good, nothing. But generally, my member, I'm good, no. Say Ghana economy. What is the health of the economy? Is it on first saying life support? And malaria, cholera, kakra, or and I say okay. Say Ghana economy has a good health. Ni BP okay, ni sugar level you okay, ni kidneys you okay.
Yeah, ansana meba no mama na wase wa konya ya de mama na menchia ubia ohwe na me make few corrections. Victoria Hammer na or my student master's level.
Now, okay, not the PhD level.
At the PhD level, no me ana me din and him kokope identical business school. So at nan kope so by PhD in social policy, but that year na admission. Enti me de no business school na nyame adaroma okunya ehonti okuta PhD in public administration.
That's good.
And I'm in social policy. Ndi no na oye no me department but PhD no oye nyina na me na in fact last week, she spent a whole day in my house. She's so close to me. I mean, my wife, my family, she's so close to us. So, as for Victoria Alma, he's now like a sister. Yeah. And now I always
I'm
tell
happy
people,
about that. And also, bad boy
mm,
shaping a future in politics. And so, I know say good.
yeah,
Because a man
yeah,
knows for politics. Nti enya obi a
yeah.
munyina mo dem
No,
nsa to no so supporting her. We are
yeah,
happy because she's
she's
had
very,
problems in the past, and I'm happy to see that
mm,
now the life has taken a very good shape and go in the
mm,
right direction.
yeah, she's very intelligent. She's very, very
Very,
intelligent.
very, very intelligent girl. Very
Yeah.
intelligent woman. Onamos and
Mm. Yeah, Steph, yeah. Ghanaian economy n'asɛm no on say ya wo ka ho asɛm a ye wo no mienu ye wo de ye politics ɛna ye ka no kore no ɛna obi a wo hwɛ me Facebook post bi a me posti ade bi ɛwɔ hɔ sentini say last year se bɛhwɛ a on the 10th April now for $1 na ye 14 cedis 90 pesos. During the first week of June over $1 na sorry, let me say this again. Me say last year, that is 2025, exactly on 10th April, offer $1 na 14 cedis 90 pesos interbank exchange. You real June, the first week of June, offer $1 na at about 10 cedis 30 pesos. Na say cedi na year June I bomodin bia the way I appreciate it and within about 6-7 weeks, you know, you who some more than boni bida 6 CD, and then I'm almost 15 cities. Now within a period of about 7 weeks, it me at about 10 cities. You who be that just I'm some pennies and you said anti be that. It is a city now more than no, extraordinary. Na no, ekobasa na obebusa se die na ekofa sabai. Na eno na ebetimi aye aban hyehyeye ebetimi aye sese ebia sidi no ya na di ntema ni nya ahoden ne se tem bia no Ghana ye small open market economy and we depend so much on what others are producing their economies. Even common toothpick ye kwa man sen dwa so ne ye de dollar akwa akoto. So a man for the dollar called China. And the Chinese currency. The dollar called China called toothpick near the be yes. Tinema said imperials and usual crewman. Yet I call crabby baby. Now, and I'm say ye call crying into the Debiano. Ya na man for a bontina or more per dollar. Tis a man for no per dollar and said, Omunya bia. Emma dollar no bonnet day, den unsa debia ho yɛ dena ne boy den eti sɛ kɔba sɛ abai or dollar no sunguma dollar ni bu a dollar no ɛdɛ ɛkɔba sɛ ne bo no ɛyɛ fo dollar boy fo ane ti cedi na enya ahoden na in reality no hwɛ mu a 7 weeks na cedi no te ba preko pesa na enye aban hyehyɛ bi a omo de betu dwa efre ne fiscal consolidations atem me a me bra me nua panyin one me kura nya ho ntokwa Lord Mensa or the Professor Lord Mensa or the ba betu abonten say fiscal consolidation me a mo fidi ya so peace FM
yeah.
interview or see be the fiscal consolidation and the ma dollar no etimi cedi na etimi ISR na is aba no a policy fiscal consolidation na ISR enya no nko minya kwanya during the early days of June no echo key point na me call nikushia Professor Khaled on a spokesperson for economic spokesperson for the vice president on the same program. Martin Pebu was there, Dofia Makpo, I mean honorable, all of them were there, and I may catch emphatically say politics kasa anonko but what the bad economics ma fiscal consolidation entimin bring cedi from 15 to 10 cedis within 7 weeks entimin yes ada entimin sere wo ma sa asem no omo aka ma yem president akọ Japan akoka na Japan also so a international platform
Market.
na ana omo so omo nimde enti ukoka sa asem ya na akwese de mu de amanyo sem no Ghana do betimi aka say fiscal consolidation but I can baby sana as far as I'm concerned. And on the program no me can say abana futufo no omu ense dan te die siase omu te ase so a omu de ye politics dodo sidi na ba form but to say it's a fiscal consolidation a problem. The entire fiscal consolidation a bit me a masidi enya hodini. In a fiscal consolidation, it means fiscal prudence. You can say fiscal prudence actually. It's just say usika when yano. Uba say the ubedieno, and then a hold in a day.
Yes, very
You
well.
want to create the
Very
balance between your revenues and what expenditure. Now there are two ways to do this. Either say uba cut with expenditure, and now say uba increase revenue. Ube put two policy measures. I increase revenue. Whichever way you are balancing or both. And I'll bet me these two policies at the same time when you are making effort to increase revenue. At the same time, you are also cutting down your expenditure. Oh yes, sir. A fiscal prudence now. Now the entire fiscal prudence. It means dinya government is the biggest spender in every economy. Oh yeah, GDP formula na. A C plus I plus J plus X minus M. C ni private consumption. I ni investment. G ni government expenditure. The time be a government.
Hello, prof. I'm saying, Doc, United, but we'll try to reconnect.
Doc.
Doc, where you need to go?
Sorry, the person says Abai government is the biggest spender. Only the Abai this Ikadoa, Sikani Bao Manuma, Ubi Awako Craniema, Ewamanon, or the Niamanbano or Tonia. A man for could just cotton in tentem. A man for ton in tentema, Sacrofonso, a two and a month tentem could just say, or more quack or crebu, no cocradian or being $1. There demand for $1 a day, a costro. Namum Sabai can on spend it. Said the government, or not just best spend 269 billion. Actually, what is she about around 200 billion? Let's say, I buy a cutting expenditure. I buy cutting expenditure now. The ye and I'm saying, I buy no major just from me spending. The Oko just our cotton or quite yento.
Okay, very well.
Yenta, yama say, or Becca or copper dollar, or crabbing tentem. And the exchange rate effect, through fiscal consolidation, and a match ceremony. And I no crack, so fiscal consolidation is a way and say, the agenda is to reduce expenditure. A bit me, I'm a citizen, and they know that about that. But, 7 weeks in that, or more kind, 7 weeks in a bino and yai a kepia. Me during those 7 weeks, na buy Piamica. I buy expenditure no one thing so drastically said during that 7 weeks, Ghana Nibia, all Quabruchaco Cradibia, and turn into one crash will be uncle per dollar. In Tina Messi de Nyaho, the next.
Okay, you don't fire brand there because and cover too technical and cover maybe soon theater because
okay,
no be any economics.
Me can say idea so. Na dia na enya fiscal consolidation said the first woman yet no name na no kre woman say a Bank of Ghana's intervention.
Okay.
Bank of Ghana and about $2 bebrebe no omo tugum. Dollar no the amount ko buy in the year 2022. Near 1.9 billion US dollars. I finish as here. Is that now $1 January $1 year says it is 20 pesos. The Namsa man said just say US away almost recorded the highest inflation 9.1 either May or June, and that was the highest in 40 years. Germany recorded the highest inflation in 70 years. I'm saying just near my boy into Obia, Nanko or the $1 quack crad and here the $2. And I'm saying, Emma Abano Chirino, Satamana or 1.9 billion US dollars as I'm raising. You could do July. Now $1, I could do 20 pesos. Now I buy no reserves our Bank of Ghana. Let's see, can you yas? Let's just say, I hear problem, pa. Now, I'm saying the Bank of Ghana, I guess, when to me, I'm a $2 and woman may protect it, said, no, October, September went to me, October went to me, and then the man $1 could do 17 cities. I'm in the forest market. Yes, I say, me, I bet Pia or what to me, because a boom. And I'm saying just says, Russia-Ukrainian crisis, about crude oil, $72, they could do $121. Now, it could affect energy cost of energy. Europe, baby, it cost of production. enti anema bi ane ye ne factory bi ane ne bo no cost boom eno na ebi affect wiase nyina ma bi ka Ghana na eknam se ka Ghana no ntine na Ghana buy per dollar ne bi no satam those 3 months no wanya bi nyame bo no ma ne sa ka dollar no November omu betu gum December $1 na ye 8 cedis Ghana fontie ne ye pa obi a
Yeah, this is 2024 asem na okay.
2022
2022 okay.
I finish as na $1 is 6 cedis 20 pesos after na BBNC ye ko duru July na $1 is 8 cedis 20 pesos ye ko duru October na duru 17 aka kakrab na duru 17 and December interbank etiba 8 cedis na kwa esa na chese satam abani za ka dollar no obehwie gumu ana sidi ni sa nya ahodene na no na ye call IMF na the good news about me America say ni say ye be call IMF no Ghana government put together 16 quantitative criteria. Yeah, 16 quantitative criteria. Na ye name bi a ye kruchire egu nkrata so e de koma IMF say sa nema we ye pese ye ne de develop ye man nti o mo nhwe no mo ma ye
fire present day because obia pese I think people am nyina send message say o pese ne so a holiday I say how it happened. And yet entirely abandoned fault. That's what I get from what you're saying. Say it was because of external forces, including Russia, Ukraine, war, global shocks.
And now some I can me patcho ma me kwa ma me kwanka me ye now some I can and one making your press conference na ye no and one was na making patcho in agility ni me sere wa your press conference no and one was na making and una wo control program nti omo no beti ase nti wutie me nti de kokosi ni de kosi ni ekoba say May 2023 ye di yan kodom IMF extended credit facility no satam na ye dollars na ye wo ha ye di bosi di no ba na yasa ye say ye said ni bimpo di na Bank of Ghana ni ahode na odi badwa so tentem ebe bosi di no ba sabati ase na eno na ye nia na ya cancel in the post economic recovery program PCP post COVID economic program for growth no yeah me say me finance ministry na my as a consultant to them but they were engaging me and sign actually document in here read me the akoma IMF minimum document no bibia now one of the things na what document in me say ese bomodin na yenye sika bebrebe gu Bank of Ghana so ye de friend no says sika na ye friend raisers no
so that one was based on more recommendation mo dem a
any recommendation 16 quantitative criteria and IMF they impose on us Ghana for na Canfoyata ne di dom na nima omo ye sa arrangements in the kokoma IMF no ma adopt until May 2023 na ye program nas ye program nas no ade ba ko IMF be kan ni say on prima Ghana abai se mo se mo per dollar on prima yen supply more than $80 million in a month on my quiet because dollar no kramu ni bi ho nti oma je betimi abadwa so abebosi de ho baya Bank of Ghana can only pump not more than anything but not more than 80 million asem we ni nyina ho document wo hwe ofa Bank of Ghana report ni nyina wo etina emra makwai sa say ye wo program na se de ye ntimi spend 80 million a month and I'm serious in Tifia de see and say e ma Ghana si dollars na eba aba na so ye nyina Bank of Ghana timi boaboa no enti 3rd December ebeka 4 days ame ya to aba satem na IMF penifo na bagana omo behwe program say de yesiko omo ba na ye wo almost $9 billion no so ene de matimi anya sika pa satem na dollar no na asa akosura esa akoduru 17 enam say na aba ni akwanya so de more than $80 million ebeba system no munti no na sidi na sa ya ma eno so boa ma petrol bo so ye dene pa ema ya koduru 17 cities na 16 something aka cabinet do 17 ye beto aba ni nyina ye bru December mu nyina na on the 3rd December and an IMF lifted ban say mu more than $9 billion US.
Hello, Doc. Or Doc, I say, you know, obi message or the about say, Doc, don't feel the apostle. Because but we want to know present day what the state of the economy is.
It was
Charles say I buy way attire. I'll say I'm the attire government.
Oh.
You have to respond to that.
Yeah, into my baby. And no na a cobas and a sadison. Your man quasi and $4 no. And the sadison the dollar no gumu chong. Amba dollar nanka $1 see now $1 could do 17 citizens. By 7th January, a kufado handy over ma yeram drama hamano. Na atia bedu 14 city 70 pesos. And nam sa excessive intervention na Bank of Ghana. And tiana ni penny be cry you a fee. I'm a kufado connect a 14 something because a month earlier and I cost 17. Now time IMF lifted Sabano. Sometimes we shouldn't forget. Over about $9 billion US. I'm ego. And a new government to buy, you know. One not being said, preoccupy over $2 na gum. Satam na and the saddest in the network. Into the whole of the first 3 months of the year, no, what the $1.4 billion US per in the gum. And Obama didn't boss or did you see the number Obama and da 15 around 14, 15. It didn't make us a 10 fair pool, no, Nasa and Netty. The free 10 fair pool banner. Satam near a new governor. Dollar ni go and was says what the dollar ni gumu cho. And to feel almost every month on average, you know, almost about $1 billion US. And about market be boom. And no namas you see the I san. And today I'm a catcher man for say. And yet at dear be and one would be said, and your fiscal consolidation. And yet dear one will be, and this is the gospel truth. Offer Bank of Ghana data when you know. I mean,
okay.
At the end of my
Mubusa said gold nowhere, but first.
And
so, is it a good decision? We bet me say a good decision. Say better say you gold. Near they are stabilizing a CD nana. Is it a good decision for the economy?
Yeah, it depends on those in power. And the TNE 2020 May 2023. Now Ghana, your total gold reserves are your winning now. 8.78 tons. Ubi a
8.78 tons.
Oko Bank of Ghana show you be when I say 8.78 tons. No. So because we heard data from 1957 bar. Minia bar. Ya dia and say be a yakodru 9 tons. Near take 7. And to 10 biano gold reserves no. Ejina around 8 and caution. Now 2021. Now abanda dano I say maybe say omu person Bank of Ghana man akonya. Now for the first time oba open market this is the better gold. Now my reserves na day a dozen. But the man to me and for Oceania until say June 2023. Yes, I'm IMF program national. And I'm say one of the conditions say I say my reserves no cost no. And almost and yeah 2021 as my can you know. Yemfanya Jumana a free Jew no Bank of Ghana just from metal gold. The Bank of Ghana the Australia or yo Emma Bama and Akonya buy the Kutu Pama Bank of Ghana be just beto gold. Every month na Bank of Ghana beto gold. Or beto gold do na kopem say December 2024 abanda dano ebresun ya obekono. Now your gold reserves na could do 30.5 tons. See that.
From 8.7 to 30, more than 3 times that amount.
Within 18 months. Within 18 months, baby ana could do no. Now your cocoa duru sa biano. Ena abanfu frono buy. Abanfu frono no be say, oh, adiana abanda dane ye nya fun. Say yetiminya gold reserve baby baba bo ama yesika no stability no akoso. Now where US dollar because US gold reserve over 8,000 tons. Over 8,000 tons. So what I say US and Ghana yet minya bear 200 tons of gold pana. I you see no and said that ebejina fako. Enti abana ya dear and ye beto us. In fact, almost your Emma almost beto over 7 tons. Eka you go. Enti by September 2025. Now your total gold reserve no akoduru 38 something tons. So that
was a good thing saying this to us to become
exactly. Now no I feel soon your Bank of Ghana then report on buy you shall report and you who say October almost as I said gold reserves now go do 38 or more 20 be October November omo toni bi, December omo toni bi, nti January ye January mu no. Na gold reserves na swat ya bedru 18.6 tons.
There be anti doctor bo una unim details. Omo to ma hwan.
Your question na ye busa omo yenim do omo ton ma ntima me nkomo isi a
There be anti doc. Who are we economic? You don't know who NBC are buying ton gold ma omo.
No, this thing they say yeah RTI.
Yes.
We have invoked RTI. We want to know it immediately. Oma anya you don't make court. Oma anya you don't make court. Yeah, the entire ehun abehin ni. Say you want not minimum number of days be a Bank of Ghana should respond to us Monday morning and they call oma share. Say omo church 20 questions. One of it they say pan omo ton gold no man. But answer na you be back questions no so no.
Debbie, dog. That way you're interesting, dog. Obo.
No, very interesting. But I'm interested. Baby, me we sa statement here with a minute within a minute.
Okay.
It the buy and say you are January mono. You go results not here about 18.6 tons. Let's just
within 13.8 to 18.8. Let me do the calculation. Say what's the difference?
About 19 tons.
About 19 tons.
About 19 tons. Now, sir, almost 20 years no. And now you move baby bush say yes, I'm buy my crumb because that sir program na ye. Na more to us. I'm more to us cry or go to be count man. Would about 7 something tons be count. Emma na ye nyina ye bu ensem na die ne change ye. Hona abaka samafo make me about bakudini papa way lawyer Edoji if I'm pronouncing the name right. National Petroleum. Yeah, oba only cry they say on my Ghana phone was a sabin period as but I don't know chum na said the sabi mpanimfo manusi sunu so let say omo nyansa no e wo form kakra sentini say go research bebrebe sa no e ade a hu hia kra na wose na omo de ye tourist attraction na I say we do omo feel say uto go the tourist attraction na hu hia je say but ababi asanet you say nyansa eni nipa ba akutim no one is a repository of intelligence e bia banda dana dwimu no na eyese you keep good. Fufrabo fees a good who here no autonia. Or no never power or de nts a man of crime or yes, sir. Or much muma Bank of Ghana crab until the church say the main reason why gold no more attorney say almost share Ghana ye PS ya. One eye no muboti pen. A man no muboti pen. Omun keep gold reserves of more than 20 tons. Enti omu adwimu and who here. Ye pese ye ne ye PS ni nyina
develop digital promo kan back then
dabi makan lawyer eduji de no de no part say gold ni ye boabo anu agu o de aye tourist attraction
okay
yes o de pese nyansan nim kra say aba ne be tusa na mo no na me say Bank of Ghana so no na so ye ne de ba ye ne say gold ni de ntira o maton ne say o mo de Ghana compare our comparator countries ye PS na omu hu se omu obi akipu sa gold sa tenaje se nyansa nyedai ense da nim se be keep gold
then Africa omu so mokoto bi ka ho
sister Fia that was just about a month ago ya tie sem we ase Ghana ni bia ate ase ye ne a ye ta ka sika sem ho omu kan sa no omu na wo pa omu di nti se wo hu se omu adwemu no se na bebo a who are you to challenge them nti woni ye jama sa ankomo no atutwae na gold no so yehwe omo ton in 3 months no omo ton no 3,500 on average per ounce na ye wo ho ye nka bi same last week ye hu as the finance minister e dey another bill eco parliament ama say Bank of Ghana gold purchasing program no omo change no ya to ni dini foforo ya eno no is omo be ya aggressive gold buying na no dey every week bia no omo so beto 3 tons of gold na say 1 month no beto 12 tons. And to de no mo be kwa de nya bi ne NPP de na 18 months de gold no from around 8 equal 30 no de ne de in fact say ebedi 1 year na just say Ghana ye tons of gold ne ye 100 which is excellent. Emra ne ye kama pa so me support mra ne pa because gold ne any idea it me go ne the boy see the ho ba ya eye pa na koto gold na ne gold no eye over 5,000 per ounce. So we are calculating now the 5,000 per year. Yeah, we are now the calculation yeah. The TNA with gold answer number 19 na omo ton ye no. omo beto no na Ghana aboka 1.2 billion US dollars.
There be dog. America for backup tobo.
And only calculation, you know.
God, yeah, for 19.
You turn between October, November, December, no gold 19 tons na you turn here no. Sene you turn 3,500. So now what's who got turn 5,000 per ounce? That say Ghana be sika. Senke ye kipu sa gold na ananke ya Antonia. Nenam say ye koton 19 no. Yes, I koton no. Ye bedru 38 no. Now you spend the extra $1.2 billion.
And yes, it is $1
billion minuaba. And no, you would be ye say answer na tio. Then just a month ago, Musi Yansa crying say a better good. Then a fair dear. What genetic change immediately is a fair dear to good. Then a basa. Come Bena, after the Musi, ye PS no, a man no boti pen no, or monkey put good. Now, said yes, I'm almost as I says, or monkey put good. Aye. Then also the questions when you not carry 20 questions. No, a dear I dream about because winning. Answer now by a make a cabinet decision at a parliament, and you one day po. At the cabinet level, no committee be better as soon. It is as an you are to force the better jano. And yet, and no, and no shares Amrano. Possibly no time almost 20 gold no moon said almost a shamra at gold.
Yeah, but I know credit and due diligence they call one. Say a forecast, they are forecast. Into study market now say maybe in the next 6 months, no surprising bet me so sometimes to bet me holding on. Now I try, I'm a private question instead of incurring $1.8 billion. Into what kind of the finance minister about the due diligence that went in?
Finance minister the BOG after 2023 2003 Bank of Ghana Act na ma erase central bank more obey fully independent
independent, okay.
Here will be an instruction to do what they have done, but yen ya pesi who say gold no or the international market na kotone ma sa professionals nkrofu bi omu wa mansanjwa so a omu to gold sa nkrofu no omu kotone gold no ma wo ma I mean case closed you no be any asem just sa nkrofu no de sa nkrofu no de wo to gold no ma wo ma untimi nkase o sa akodi aba be ton fofofo na say ko ba se kwahwe pa bi ti se Jordan fe and no mutoni ya minto gold no mukotoni gold no ma me ya omutoni gold no ma me there na there is question to answer say nature and nature say tie no gold no amoso mo beto no hene ma na mo beto no mo beto bi esri Jordan fe ho ana yes some the gold no command no na mo share mutoni ya na mo de command no na mo sa me na mo koto man krofu bi anya sa 1.2 billion na ade we senka o man bia ye serious na nya over politicization na anka be enkese nke bi ensa great because say Oma say answers never bano. Say Kobase sa gold we ya amfa kwampa so ne ton ya. This will be the biggest financial scandal in this country since 1957. Hey, it's serious. 1.2 billion.
No. The documents are who some the better parliament. How much na buying propose Bank of Ghana propose some person moton kan hu say.
Say there oni break. What say every week be better 3 tons.
Every week be better 3 tons.
That is the one.
Or international market and or turn from local buyers.
Nina ya busa. Oba any fan no mo koto ni wa no. Se kobasa ba ko no mo toni ma local. Ana chire almost akoto the omo koto is omo koto is omo to every local there. That is the hono ya nin kofu bi na aye na di gold no ma omo ne yes akoto.
Mr. Fiaba Mbrem, Mr. Fiaba Mbrem kakra.
Mr. Philip. And to say that yes, I are making document in our life. Nyamia wo hata we o ma me nkwa me wonim se masama me kan ya me nkan nitro me kan se tama na me kan se bi na wo pese me ba na die ni ntemti na me jaaye o se na me kan se Bank of Ghana na enye fiscal consolidation nya ba no nsi se bi anu ahyehyɛ na amasidi na gina na emum ye Bank of Ghana na dollars no mbeto ye no mu tugum na me kan me say that day in program no on key point you Martin Kebun kame mo ni din e wa fidie so ade a wo de ye me do fia mapo ade a odumo de di me Khaled Yeah, or yeah, I'm economic spokesperson for the vice president. A babeki catches also Chiradia or UK, and Yamin Kwana, Chiradi Yamin. Oh, okay, can't send baby. A fiscal consolidation, and that meaning only the Ecosia. World Bank, and IMF buy the support to me say. And yes, you know, a fiscal consolidation be a name, a Bank of Ghana excessive, intervention or market or.
When
BOG
I
boss.
say almost, you can say Bank of Ghana
Meba,
and manipulate the economy
yeah, exactly. BOT boss, no, where you too political. Where you too political. Oh, but until the can say, and you know, crack. Omunya intervention bia na ya ba no hyehyɛ na message na gina nhyehyɛ so kaswa what the fiscal consolidation so enya practically possible say ebetimi ayesa ami yenya nkoda onim say last week ya BOD boss wakɔ TV3 akoti na was say omu yɛ aggressive intervention me crowd me use the word excessive intervention
intervention
aggressive. I would deny last year. Emma on the program, government spokesperson show me one come to tell me now. To read Facebook, me wa. Me say no cre. Ma chura go ene say no cre. Would see a beba so. Asama omudi ama ayi wa unu ya afredo kanse. Me say the command. Say asama Martin Pebu ne Professor Khaled ne wa hwa no. Say program amanfo tie. Ghana 40 nti say make me boy Ghana. Me person Martin Pebu na me kase de make me boa and Professor Khaled me kase omo ni edane de omo di ye me na nya asem to sister fia me nya botre mo kasa ya
but they were kind na abemu
on said de me kan no na BOG boss na be kanti and pay me the message come Martin Pebu say she say BOG asema bio ade a na esie ne me monitor economics ya me tinema Bank of Ghana eye pass me ba bontin be kan say wo ye me eki kan sem bia ni kwasen kana wo kan kire me enne BOG boss na be kan sa na omo ye enti atemdile na odidi mi no ba ko didi ni bia na sema me dem ana honorable offended of fiamapo honorable do fiamapo also me the message man na no pay the same thing afedo kan say me the message man no so ata say ya mfa no kra anya say de be kire man na tam bia ye be di ntro a ebe ha dwen na asa na me ma me nua Philip abamu no me ma me nua Philip abamu no me ka tell me nua of Philip say me kira de am e University of Ghana not only say me kira de am e wo ho me ba last year me ba enta me nua bi ewu na ne ba I me ba ene me na me hwe no or entire university such can no mo kan nsa nka bi only few of people or na edo mo sa kan
no
me ka me tropa na me kan se bia frakadam bi mi busa ya unse enam say ye ta e kan se nti na wo do pass through bi afi ami free legon na emu say and say ma wonkrofu bi emra legon no mo ya first year for interview mu so do say na o mo nsa aka say sika no enya no kre say obi ana ne nsa kan ebi mu nsa kan but enya no kre kakra bi no mo nsa kan this year de na me no kasai na me no kasai Uba University unza lectures ni na your platform Uba so ma hunso mo post ya to so say yen kan chen koda ni say omo apply say the last year omo de to no omo apply na kakra bi no omo saka ni this year so omo sa de aba ti this year
omo apply na omo saka pese e posika
asa na omo saka etimi de mo fa say akọ this year me nua ba odi machiri ni ba so am qualify on so timi nche this year me ana me hwe no me kotua ni school fees obi amfiasi di amame this year and now me no case ofrele gon lecture bi obeka cho on our platform today omo de abeto say students na am freshers no afi akwanya ba say omo fill form bi na emphasize kanema wo last year sa na omo ya kakra bi no omo saka this year obi ansa kan na afi na
can confirm they obi send a message you can say any universal sa
enya no kre enya no kre ba enya no kre ba enya no kre nipa no bi nsa nipa no bi nsa but enya no kre say obia in fact me ba no say oh how the and because of the program me ba be boost me hwe say o fear me nim say bia o colleges a and come na ba program so na
mama chief
obi so send a message and any prof obi send a message say
Philip onsam na wo kan o say pese
ye be economy no so asa we are do you see say valid because
no can do be
oh it's the let me mama got some draw I think that the prof akano Also okasai onfa wanse da anya political bedu baby na wie ye na ode ewuro me yi ano sister fia ni kura wo mu ne yese o mana ye no ye ka economy a eye dey economy ye dey economy ni nyina no eye the framework of a nation but ni kura wo mu ne yese ye di gold egu ho ye di sika gu ho na ye nkofo ye chechire man ama wo mu hemamufo ho chire mo awe dey but you wouldn't be sister fia MPP politically maka politically on paper excellent ma brutal but yes yemfa normal enwu akwan leadership zero hwe funny ways and means say me can say in the history of Ghana 1 year and some coins yenya any scandal but hwe per se sabi omunya scandal meba this the fear me feel bebre because to no questions bebre or yes say or the the affair more can answer and with this me to me nyina so me ma catch us say sa na ekọ said the prof e kan eye ne kra ye baba asan abelan ba stay aban no but say yes sa na tie and I say ye bosire mu kan no kan this the fear me kan kra chew next week nyame ya dom or the kra che be san be hia enko ba bia because right now then ekọ ye ba ya sebe on say before say ye to ya see the nya hoode economy ni gina kakra no MPP for Beka say Dr. Alaji the vice president na we running meet na sheye and a mass otia and a managina but edu baby now wo bonus to more say MPP anye ya no more in free mu san no more MPP for I say Robin Peter to people
I feel like you are still dancing around the issue
there be me better make asamba this issue na make an issue American in na say indeed the doctor can no kre say good na for baby na gofo bi no ma osusu say obi a one allege one year fine or say me dey say or say or the letter questions akoma Bank of Ghana enti going forward no by the close of this week ye benya anu ye say omotoma koku omotoma kwame ba me susue mu ni ye say ase omoken enko ba bia sister fia me kan crash row plane say it say ya no crash say ya ton gold na man ngofo bi omususu na omomodin oman na ye chechere because NDC ye preach corruption ye preach no ma bebre say ya no crash say the doctor kan ya ya no crash omfa prove ne bra omfa din ne bra ye ne ebegina aka bi because some of us ye the integrity atola no so but say enya no crash so na ye just mere propaganda it's over to them. If you are mamega seven,
it would your own pet and time conclude answer so many answers from Bank of Ghana. But do you think I correct to say Omobusa questions with Bank of Ghana?
Oh, fantastic. Me asamba kwa.
But as NDC, now you not surprised. I'm not condemning Saba Umia de you. And today, if NDC is using our gold reserves, so Bank of Ghana is not NDC. Bank of Ghana is using the gold reserves to show up economy. Don't you think a double standard?
The end in America chose is the fear. No more baby, I maka say you find your politics. What you say? You no more baby 1-1-2-1-2-1 to be find your politics. But say idea over to say be a binder no air course so be free SHS. The papa you better to aso say MPP aban elmoko gold reserves papa na be to me as support on my normal economy na flexible. You better aso. But as to say dog can say omususu say ngophobia komobusa question until say answers never na ye hu say ye ade ne ko and e ko bi as na some of us aka ho asem but me MPP for me minimum mo ne de omo find any possible means say ompenya sabe
onye MPP dog no ye ne lecture actually de dog
only mumusa
that all level 100
we know about this year
yeah ma usika ni bia na
Patrols can mean saying young comedy.
mo o se me kan
ninu ya
me me wankwala mi enu a
na o se kan ya no busa
mo wankwala mi enu ba ko UCC
sister unia no o second year no onye bia na
Pastor Ninsan Canada.
Baba o classmate for na o classmate for no wo ebi mo amusa kan sika ni bi
Ebi monsa ka mo de omo say je say wo Ghana card crampa je say wo ayi wo face no. Ebi wonu ma mo say emfa. Nti omo say je say wani ma fa de na ansa na mama school fees di bi.
Ma we are where o cosmate for ni bi de monsa ka ska no.
Ebi de ensa ka ba ebi de enso nsan kan.
Sankai. Okay.
Okay.
Doc and na say.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Empty,
wait, you on
empty.
David, Sister Fia, let me tell you this. Me almost say I am there say like doctor ne submissions ni nyina na am there. Once I too political because be chira there is true me gitum. But me so me wa America, me Ohio University. Me hwe nkwala tu. Ba ko UCC, ba ko Winuba. Omo me enu
Amunya
nyina me hwe
saka.
omo no. Omo me enu nyina me
Amusaka.
dia asatana me dia school fees. Apart from omo di sika.
Onye so say bia we NDC ni no o do call ya no because NDC ni na bia wo fa
David, and America no, they don't even know say. They don't even know
obi
say
enim sa ona ade omo bae.
David.
And Jimmy Bo, not just any maybe say means can be that because meaning say
Oh,
no problem pa.
shit.
Neba ana me deals na omode wo. In fact, akra obegina hey were just one of the many. And yet no cresse do no nsaka.
But every so we face by face. It's any
and
no.
I want to chroma. I want to chroma and no say. I'm NDC buyer no near more my within 1 year and the switch. I'm 8 years at the NPP.
Yeah, but problem say no dey one for for me no hwe omo no mo de omo nya bi.
Omunya bi. Now me say, also me say me so me nkoda me no ba ko year 2 last year be pension and nsan kan bi. Ena see years on nsan kan nsa so nka. Ba ko nsa no mu ye almost in the Ghana card okoko ye ni fie yi o ya no ma reject no akoye foforo hey we ye ni nyina nsa nka. They found so many
Is it because people say they maybe omo nim say wakola ni na say general say wakola ni.
No me in fact nipa dodo na omo nsa nka omo nsa nka no doso pa nye se bia miensa mienu miensa onim say ebia ne me nua wonte enti wo ha ohun and the sister if you akoton lad bill 1,000 cedis edugu meter no so a within 3-4 days na obekọ na asa amane ya yehunu woni ha
eno de nkofo bebra kan
woni ha
na eno de ama kasa pra so
because me
admit
abayi ayi ami projects ana abanda da na ye no ekwa ne bi wo ho no ma still ano ehu sika wo ndi ye me abaabi amiti dodowa road omo ayi sa China for ye omo koye ya omo di bi koye tamale interchange no omo de ye that money is there nti no sa de no ye no krese sa kwa no omo ye ekwa ne bebrebe wa na ehu sika no bi wo ho ya omo ye ba dodo na na ehu sika no abanda da na ntimi enya no dodo na sa projects ni nyina akego nti am nwanwa say
because the project now said there's a big push because you are not seeing that on the ground.
Sister Fiati, Abano Ababontin can say the budget of spending 269 billion. I finished and was spending 194 billion. And told the Jessica can no all power went because about revenue yet almost uncountable revenues. They couldn't get they couldn't meet their revenue targets. And they couldn't spend. And the Abaya also was spending 269 billion. No, of course, spending 194. Now, say, the why you know, a BC that. I mean, one I wouldn't know because dollar need the crest see the number from. And so, no, and your policy be there's no innovation. Dollar no better na wish you that dollar no so gold boss why then pa gold no bona yet then a boy a then a man a boy 2 years ago 1 ounce of gold na 1,700 and then a borrow 5,000 into dollar no inflows no adults into Bank of Ghana second dollar baby into say every year every month Bank of Ghana the $1 billion in a goom. I'm saying this
a good thing my Ghana economy, right?
And a good thing. Crack.
Or say a gold, you know, a price no cost no.
And a good thing, Sister Via. The thing is say a common de wow. Next when you're being and just as I do some union a day. ADD. So what I say. Sir, dollar no see, you know, Hodina or Enseno, young fans said the month September, about the 1.1 billion the goom and Bank of Ghana and the 2 goom. October or the 1.3 billion. November or the $800 million and the goom. December 1 billion. And she said, twice or more to guma. Sister, if you are the matron, say, Upside na buy in intino. Obi a read OTM be anchor say August 2025. Ghana Revenue Authority the better bontin say sa CD appreciation na ya force woman nyano. Ama they are not meeting their revenue targets. And pastor so entina aba na cash best spend 269 billion was spending 194. Now no so na. So na asema yura John Dramani mama e catch na say over 50 something billion or I think the 60 something billion about the cash best spending one spending. Now and also it's reflected entina e kwai bia o cash wo be has when timi an say school da bi o cash wo be wa anye o mo keka nyema bebre dom cash wo mo be ya wo ntimi anye wo show mo budget na yura to force in ready no and some of mo cash wo mo be no to no mo ntimi anye. I don't want to talk about their manifesto. Ufa and Jamie was the Omukas on baby, you know, my 70, and you're not correct. And you're tro. Because a ban is the car, the Bayan more cars for the Bayano. Nanko be here 269 billion. Oh, yeah, when you're the car 194. And to Badana, what me, I near man.
Are you aware to be buying your stuff from other sources, not the Yana? Outside the budget.
Now, on your source, that's about the car expenditure.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're talking about I'm not talking about revenue. I'm talking about
our expenditure now can once okay, very well.
Yeah, because also best spend it, your first budget. Also best spend it 269 billion. And I watch it 269 billion. You debate say betia adwuma foka. You do ebe way. What you only na. E do media review na hu say we ka sam na nye. Nti wuntimi nya skadu do. And now ukọ parliament na ukọ chase so the bar 250 billion. I think so na say I'm a president, the man State of Nations addresser. Was if they spent only 194. Let's just say, and never be prevented to share expenditure now. And you'll be nice what catch us at the Abana Council Bay went to me.
Okay.
Oh, Abano or buy practically no. Of course, and the day any peppy dear, bay am much as a woman on Yajuma, or buy a you be a did another self. Design the panel. Only Cocasa. Or bet you send name is in a far better than the last 50 years they were. I don't have problem. But me as an economist, and this is clear. Abandoned for best spending 269 billion. No, of course, spending 194. At the end of the day, the opposite way and with me. Okay. I mean, remember, and I'm a menka assembly, as a man here can, and you're clear, and your politics wasn't me query, and I'm a politics, and your politics. You will gold, you will pounds, no, at the end of September, 38 tons. And you buy January Bank of Ghana now report on you and you kobusa yo. The report or the other two and you who say you go reserves and about 18.6 and yet obinya fen you kobusa say go reserves what you report to no abontina papa ya ni any kase o pebia hwa obetimi o Bank of Ghana website o say ya in fact media no kra I report ya same way. It you go reserves no swat ya about 18.6 nyame na America and no so you kobusa say and question swat ya na because I know the Bank of Ghana na they betu just say swat na swat na any ebusa say swat ya e dey na so te almost say Ghana and amana you know moboti pen no omo nkura gold bebrebe sa. Okay, very well. Man who's at the maraba say afa wo beto gold bebrebe any e ka say so ka say last year we turn for no. Now this year we turn about no. Ebema Ghana lose 1.2 billion US dollars. That's how 1.2 billion. No. And the ebusa and it's so it sounds so logical. I say time I was turning off no. What was your motivation? Because motivation I was the Ghana crown. Your peers didn't keep more gold and ama or turning no. And now also the upper parliaments after the opposite.
It is a request not to parliament now finding a very suspicious me boy dog. Hello, Doc. Well, Doc, you know, see, I want to find it very suspicious.
Yeah, Masaba.
That's your main problem. Consistently request for Bank of Ghana to buy more gold. No, you find it very suspicious, right?
Yeah, very suspicious, especially say just a month ago. Mama Babontra be gold, no, and when you cry say you be keep gold. I'm a the NPP before penny for almost says I'm an attempt said they didn't think through. I don't think just a month. What can I say? We never had you. What's that? What's that? The Uber to go do not aggressively.
Oh, very well.
I'm a one and young for that. But the Amian say, oh, Bob on Tinabate, so no, yeah, cano. You know, this supporters moody at temper. Say, it doesn't make sense. Say, Uber to go to a good defend I'm a Bank of Ghana. And I'm also mobile after the or move to go just a month to change your man. The same people who were defending and insulting and said, Nikwasi a question woman, a gold, Nikwasi a kipuno. And the woman also answered about one thing support said, this new
Saying
policy is
something
good.
else.
Let me
Yeah,
and go
okay,
the
I
baby.
get
And the man say, you're serious. You're serious, but I can cry. Until the politicians say, yeah, the omo because Timamufuano, we are too political, said we are not able to think. It is a big cast, ama yenti kwa me koka say enya fiscal consolidation. If you attempt the omudimi, but only say and the BOG boss na be cancer dia me kai no am no correct na emum intervention no mu ye. As now sa same way no we be say nya another NDC communicator we say be support it.
okay. Very well. My
Yeah,
young come for no.
my
Yeah,
confused.
mom join. I think that you have been vindicated. Said you can, but said you can say request now. Mo dey RTI request now. Mo dey Bank of Ghana. No ma ona. Mo be su omo.
Yeah, you be court. We will go to the logical conclusion of this matter because I'm going to say they have certain number of days to respond. Oma respond there, we will report them. They will be fined. When we report them to court, they will be fined. And the court would instruct them to bring us the data.
To give
The
that
data in the
information.
Bemi who say data in the Bemi who I'm sorry Fakadam. Name data no. Yes, we say Fakadam be any name. It was reckless decision. No ko Tony go to know I'm anone. And then almost apa. And no crown, somebody should resign. And I know you're a coffee bentel until we tell you Kansas way. I mean, you have pass up upon not dream will be a panasempa. O Kansas way. Say, or not quite there, go our extent. Or say, about make a decision now. Within 3 months, the country is losing 1.2 billion US dollars. And you're serious because now no offend the IMF program here. I'm IMF and program here. 3 billion penny. So what you say? Fiatetia or modeteti.
Aye.
What you mem? What me make a decision? Reckless decision. I mean, for that matter. I'm my losing 1.2 billion. So Kobase Fakadam Sembia Krenima. This is so reckless. Hence, Masro. It's so unfortunate. So disturbing. On my big soon as I say see ya and Casabrino and Kojan. And Tina develop word no more develop because I near my way no enti see am US da enti see UK da but Ghana there e be see na ye na ye di no ye be defend it.
Yeah,
So unfortunate.
That's why I mean, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, Papa. Dr. Nanaji Abodonfe, actually, University of Ghana, development economics on a specialty, no, church school for